every once in a while I end up with some cool parts and pieces from a blaster that somehow got damaged during transit. Nothing to do with the seller. Sometimes just during transit, the logistics companies are not very careful. As I'm sure you have seen, sometimes you get boxes that are just beat to hell. Well, so what I have here is a handguard and a stock from a new cool blaster called a KWA QRF Mod 1. And I incorporated those into a BOHAN SLR receiver, right? So stock went on, no problem. I even have a little stock extender here that I'll show you that allows you to put a bigger battery. I did have to do some small mods to the handguard because it was actually a little bigger than the barrel nut. So I do have a 3D printed piece of plastic that's welded in here, and then there's a little grub screw that goes down and holds nice and tight. And of course, these screws were already here to kind of get that as tight as possible. All right, put a little grip on it. Decided to go with this. Yes, definitely is for a pistol, but it works out really nice with this little grip. You got your lasers, and you can go ahead and just get them with your finger right there. So I thought that actually worked out cool. Went with a riser here where you can still go ahead and see through it and see through the sights. So that's so that you can still use these flip down sights if you needed to. You do still have your blowback and last round open. However, I had to use a custom charge handle because I didn't have the perfect size one. And because of that, it wasn't pulling the flap. So I just went ahead and I took the dust cover off. So you're just going to see there, which I don't think is a big deal. And so that's how that'll work. Now back here, of course, is where your battery is going to go. So this is similar to stocks that we've seen on other blasters, but a little different. And this actually is a 3D printed piece that just allows a larger battery. The stock one is basically just the door. So this is just adding considerable amount of space. And that just lets you put a bigger, longer battery in there. You can still fit a small 11.1 the way it is, but this way you can fit a large 11.1, which is kind of what I was going for. And then I did go ahead and put an M95 spring in this gearbox. We're going to see how it performs. The outer barrel does actually, extend quite a bit. This is recessed. But because that outer barrel is quite a bit longer in the SLR, so this is a much shorter handguard. So it actually goes out to about here. So we're going to see how it performs. But I do think it looks really cool. Let me know what you guys think. So I'm calling it my SLR QRF. All right. So again, questions, comments, post them below. Make sure you watch the demo video, like, subscribe, share my channel with your friends, and participate in those YouTube contests when I do have them live. Thanks.